shliach in Florida who was approached by a man who was seeking spiritual guidance. After a bunch of exhausting shurim, the guy started getting frustrated. So he said to the rabbi, "Come on, Rabbi, isn't there some kind of microwave version to his Judaism?" So as rabbis often do, he responded with a question of his own. So he said, "Tell me, my friend, what do you do for a living?" So the guy told him, he said, "Well, I work as a personal trainer." So the shliach told him, so the shliach was a bit of a heavy guy. So he says, "Great, you're just the kind of guy I was looking for. I'm a bit on the heavy side, and I was looking to get a bit of exercise. So how about I come to your house tomorrow, and after like a half-hour session, I'll look like you." So the guy said, "What, are you crazy? It takes years and years to develop a body, the fit body that I have. Years of training and hard work." So the shliach told him, said, "That's exactly my point. If in perfecting the body, which is a very simple thing, one must put in years of work, how much more so for the neshama, which is super complex, how much more so does it take many years?" So the point of the story is very clear, that great accomplishments can only come from a lot of work. So every single person, when they refine themselves, when they refine the neshama through learning, davening, doing what Hashem wants, it takes a lot of hard work. However, we have it in us. We have it in us. In a Yemim, the Rebbe says that the Yidden are called Hashem's Eretz Chayfetz, their desirable land. Because just like the earth is full of treasures and precious gems, so too a person is full of gems. And just like you'll never find it on the surface, so too you have to dig deep. So too, for a person, you have to dig deep to find the gems inside of them. And just like if you dig 100 feet down, you'll find precious metal. If you dig 500 feet down, you'll find gold. But for the true diamonds, you have to dig thousands of feet down. So too, for a Jew, or for a person, you have to dig very, very far. But what we learn from this is that we all have the potential, the kayach inside of us. We just have to dig deep and extract it. Chazal tell us, Adam la'amo yivalid, a man was born to toil. So we see from here that it's our job. We were put in this world to work hard, to refine ourselves. Most of us have heard that when the Alter brought for the Talmud Tzedek the gift of an open mind for Luminat Torah, the Talmud Tzedek told him that he'd rather prefer exert himself in his Avodas Hashem and work on himself. So we see from here the same thing. Again, that we have to work on ourselves to refine our neshamas to become better people. The Rebbe would often speak very harshly about how the Israeli government compromises on parts of Israel, or would give them out back to the Arabs for so-called peace. A person once came to the Rebbe during Yeshidus and he asked him, "Why would you be telling your followers in Crown Heights about this? You might be making a good point, but you should be talking to politicians or, government officials. Why would you be telling the Hasidim in Crown Heights?" So I answered, because if these Hasidim would not compromise on their own Avodas Hashem, then Israel and their own davening and learning, then Israel wouldn't compromise on an inch of their land. So we see that our personal Avodah has world-changing effects. It says, "B'shvili nevra'elam," for me the world was created. Literally, that I am here in this world to change it. As Hasidim, we try to exemplify the Rebbe in everything. And the Rebbe, we don't know his exact Seder Hayom, but we do know that the doctors told us that when he had a heart attack, he would still learn for 13 hours a day, and he would spend his time for 13 hours a day in his Avodas Hashem. So we have to learn from that to push ourselves and mine into ourselves to the maximum potential. So the message to us is clear. We're now entering a new stage in our lives. We're going into yeshiva. Yes, there will be difficulties. And yes, it's not always easy to be a chassid. But we must always remember that by mining into ourselves and through our Luminat Torah, Nigla Chassidus, by changing ourselves and refining our middos, doing what the Rebbe wants from us, we will reveal the gems and diamonds within us until we completely fulfill what the Torah says. Every single person, and we will merit the ultimate diamond, the base of Mikdash Hashishi, when Mashiach comes, and